for being here. How's everything with the show? I'm very excited. That's February 18th?
February 18th, the game show, and then Hot Ones on First We Feast YouTube starts right back up next week.
Next week. Oh,
Margot
congrats.
Robbie.
Oh,
the
really?
Premiere, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. All right, here we go.
I'm starving. Let's go.
Thank you for doing this.
Thanks so much for having me, Jimmy. Thanks for having me back. JJ, it's an honor to have you here in the hot seat. And for those of you who are wondering what the hell is going on right here, Hot Ones, it's simple. We interview celebrities while eating increasingly spicy chicken wings. And as Jimmy can attest, it gets very spicy very quickly on The Tonight Show. We'll start in a mild zone and work our way up to the last dab XXX, a sauce more than 250 times hotter than a jalapeno. The line, it always hits on live TV.
Get ready, dude. It's all fun now. Get ready, dude. It's insane.
All right.
All right.
So we'll start at the handle, Los Calientes Rojo, a turning point sauce, or halfway sauce.
Okay. All right.
Here we go.
Just eat the whole thing. Yeah.
Up to you.
All right.
Tasty?
Yeah. Not bad.
Smoky?
Delightful.
All right, JJ, my first question is for you.
Okay.
I know when you were a walk-on at the University of Wisconsin to make ends meet, you were a delivery driver for Pizza Hut. What can you tell people about that ill-fated day where you were forced to eat a customer's hot wings?
This is true, actually. So, sorry. I was a pizza delivery driver, and it was a snowy day in Wisconsin. They closed schools, they closed businesses, they closed everything. Pizza Hut was considering closing. I told them no, my parents have a truck, so I can drive in the snow. I came in, took an order out, spun out into a mailbox, wiped out a mailbox, ended up in the front yard. Called a tow truck. Not a little spicy, not too spicy, a little bit spicy.
I was going to say, get to
I'm
the
trying to get
story.
to it. So I call tow truck. Tow truck spins out. It's gone. So I'm sitting in the car with nothing to do but 2 pizzas and hot wings on the. I ate the hot wings.
Football players got to eat. They got to eat. You don't have to apologize for that, JJ. And as we move on here, the good news is we're only going for 4 wings. The bad news, very steep ramp up.
Okay.
This is a hot Thai green hot sauce.
Hi.
Oh, man, this is kind of ramping up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Jimmy on top of it. I understand, Jimmy, that you did not have the most athletic childhood, but it wasn't for lack of trying. I know it wasn't for lack of trying. What can you tell us about your dad installing a basketball hoop for you when you were a kid?
I got a basketball hoop for Christmas from Santa Claus, and my dad didn't want to put it on the garage because he thought the garage would fall down. And so he put it in the middle of our backyard in the grass, in the lawn. You can't dribble a ball on grass. And my dad was like, oh, you can just throw foul shots. And I go, no one's going to come over and play with me. And so I haven't had a friend ever since.
Moving on. You have a friend in me, Jimmy.
I'm a friend. You have 2 friends.
And
Two
moving
friends.
on.
Don't worry.
Well, at least for now. We'll see about the friendship after this.
Oh, no, this is not it.
This is the bomb beyond insanity. A sauce we have to apologize for.
experience?
So, JJ, in advance, I say I'm sorry. Jimmy, you know the drill with this one.
JJ, this is honestly the turning point.
It's only number 3.
No, this really hurts. This hurts my feelings. That's one. This one insults me.
I feel like it could hurt something else, too, the way you're talking about it.
It's bad news. All right.
All right, let's dig in.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. Yeah.
Immediate.
Yeah.
It's almost like poison.
That's not pleasant. The taste isn't even pleasant. It's not pleasant.
No.
No.
Very few redeeming qualities with this one.
No. I don't like it. I don't like it.
On the topic of JJ hosting SNL this weekend.
Screw West, I know. I'm here. I love SNL. I'm hosting it. You should Jesus, man.
It's the sauce talking. Jimmy, who do you think is the funniest athlete to ever host the show?
Everyone.
Dude,
And what advice, if any, do you have for JJ?
Read the cards.
I need advice for this, Jimmy.
Do the sketch.
The air hurts.
Well,
When you
then,
breathe.
I'm talking so loud.
it's a good thing that we're approaching the end of the line. This is the last dab. Let's make some noise for Jimmy and JJ. run. We call it the last dab because it's tradition around here to put a little extra on the last wing.
What
You don't have to.
You do what?
You dab the last wing, but you don't have
With
to
what,
if you
that?
don't want to. Yep.
That's hotter than that? Are you nuts?
Yeah.
All right. They're getting on their feet. And that means that we have reached the end of the gauntlet, approaching the finish line. And Jimmy, it's become a tradition here on The Tonight Show for us to play a little game. And there is so much.
All right, what's the rules
No,
of the
I'm done.
game?
So much anticipation for this weekend's Super Bowl, and of course the halftime performance with J-Lo and Shakira. So with your brain on fire, tongue ablaze, mouth an inferno, can you try to do an impression?
I don't want to play any games, Sean.
Can you do an impression of a Super Bowl performer from years past? JJ, it's up to you to try to guess the impression.
Is this a prop?
No, that's straight milk. Go ahead.
No, that.
I won't.
If you drink milk, they think.
When you breathe, it hurts.
Yeah. What was the question?
A impression of a performer from Super Bowls past.
Okay.
Who?
Mick
Jagger.
Yeah, perfect.
Spot on,
right,
Mick
thank you.
Jagger. Let's make some noise
Water?
for Jimmy
We have water?
and JJ.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Thanks to JJ Watt and Sean Evans. We got season 11 of Hot Ones next Thursday on YouTube. More Tonight Show after the break. Stick around.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.